Good afternoon, everybody. I'm back with my scent of the day, and we are off the Vetiver. And today I'm going with something a little different. A friend of mine, Marcial, blends fragrances. I put a video up last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. He sent me some samples from a place called Perfumology, a discovery set. And then he sent me some other samples from there from a place called Jukebox. But I chose the Perfumology one today, and I think it was the one he was wearing when I mentioned it to him. He was wearing Clutch, and that's the one I'm wearing. And it's a smoky fragrance. It actually has smoke as a note. The notes are Elemi, smoke, and rubber, and then it's ginger, oak, and red cedar, and then I believe it's vanilla, leather, and musk, and that's it. So it's like a nine milk, balanced out. And it's funny on Fragnatica, this gets compared to, the only one that gets mentioned is Tobacco Vanille, and I don't have Tobacco Vanille, but here's a spoiler alert. If you saw my picture of Rack Store, I went to a Rack Store and bought some birthday gifts for myself, and I mentioned one of them I was looking for all last summer, and I finally got it, and that one's a tobacco. It's not vanille, but it's tobacco and tonka bean. So that's a similar smell. This doesn't smell like tobacco to me at all. It lists the note of smoke and not tobacco. And if I say anything, maybe by the fireplace, but it doesn't even go that direction. This is legitimate smoke. I didn't watch any reviews on this on YouTube reviews, but I did read a review, and I'm going to mess this up because, I could barely speak English, so trying to speak French is going to mess this up. But it's called Cafleur Bon. Cafleur Bon. I think it means this smells good in French. That's a blog site or a magazine that does fragrance things, and they did a review of this. So you may want to read their review of that, and they evoke that, what it says in the synopsis on the website of Perfumology is that they were trying to get that feel of smoke on the road driving. That's why it's called Clutch, and you may be burning rubber and stuff, and that might be why it has rubber. For me, the smokiness, this is funny because I'm from Philadelphia, and some people dry down on the lowdown, he'll mention it. He shouted out to me for being a Kenzo, and I wore that Kenzo shirt. And what Kenzo means for me is I'm from an area of Philadelphia named Kensington, and that was sort of the industrial heart of Kensington. And it was full of factories back when I was growing up. And some of them were abandoned, some of them were still working. So the ones that were still working had smokestacks. And the ones that were abandoned, well, the owners didn't figure out that they could take the rat-infested abandoned factory and make individual artist lofts back then, or they might have. Instead, they probably just burn them down. And so there was a lot of factory fires in Kensington when I was growing up, and railroad fires and house fires. So growing up, I had a lot of smells of smoke in the air in Kensington. And that's what this has. This has smoke. But it has vanilla. It's not overpowering smoke. It's nice. It's really nice. I'm gonna put my hand, and it's a really nice. I think by the fireplace probably should have used this instead of using that cashmere and I think Gaiac wood that they put together to make smoke. They might have wanted to talk to this guy and get the smoke note that he has, because it really is a realistic sense of smoke, and not tobacco smoke, but smoke. So it's a really good fragrance. I'm really enjoy wearing it. I've had it on now for like 5 hours, and I'm still sniffing it here and there. And I came on and I put a little more on me. I was out for 3 hours, then came put some more on me so Miss Floss could smell both the opening and the dry down. And she loved both parts of it. In that opening, you get that Elemi first, which can be like a citrus, I think. And so I did get like the citrus opening first. But then once it went to that smoke and vanilla and that leather and that musk, and I guess some of those woods in there, that cedar, oh, it's really nice. It's really smooth and really nice. So that's the scent of the day I'm wearing. And with that, and I'm sorry this is dark. I don't think it's dark. I think I'm just getting more tan I've been out in the sun and walking a lot, so I think I'll get a little more tan. And with that, I'll just say that I want to pray for peace and be kind. I need to work on being kind, and have a nice day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.